Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and beautiful little lovelies out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious, that life is treating you most deliciously, and that the weather is super duper wonderful and delicious wherever you are in the world. Okay? And I hope that you're feeling the love. You continue to feel alive, my delicious little babies. Now then, so what's the time, Mr. Wolf? So the time is just gone, I think it's 11:15. No, it isn't. It's 20 past 11 a.m. in our old England, my delicious little babies, and the wind is picking up. It is trying to sunshine. Um, the sky is very grey, lots of clouds, a spotty blue, and and it's dry at the moment. Okay, a little bit warmer than it was yesterday. Okay, but that's the weather in our neck of the woods, and I hope that wherever you are in the world, that life, is treating you wonderfully, my little beautifuls, and that you're looking after yourselves, and that you're trying to take care of others. Okay, now then, my delicious little babies. So I've got three for you today. That doesn't mean no. Um, Before I begin, sorry, excuse me, my delicious babies. Been flipping blowing my nose all morning. Okay, my delicious babies. Now then, before I begin, so I was advertising because I advertise, everybody regularly who I advertise. Okay, um, and so I thought, because we check on to see Gary. We want our, capital G, space capital W, Waterman. Okay. Anyway, very sadly, my delicious little babies, it does look like he's had his channel removed. He had 5.84 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies, and what he was talking about, which I have advertised in previously on YouTube, was to do with Company's House. Now, for myself, my delicious little babies, okay, bless his dear little soul, with anybody not in that way, okay, apart from one. My point is, okay, my delicious little babies, because you've got to have, one who's your super duper favourite, and I have one. Okay, my delicious babies. Everybody else, they're so lovely. Like I said, not in that way, not in that. But there is one special one, okay, who is my super duper favourite on the whole of the planet. I would have his autograph any day of the week. Okay, my delicious babies. Anyway, I'm acting like a bloody teenager now. Do you know what I mean? That's what you do in your teenage, mind you. I suppose some do it in their adult days, don't they? They have one's autograph. Anyway, my delicious babies. Let me just get back to the matter in hand. So, the point is, I wasn't. Right, I was listening, taking out. There we are. I'm in pieces, bits and pieces. I was taking out parts of what dear Gary was saying, okay? Not for everything, no. Okay, I've already explained this. I shouldn't have to keep explaining that, so I'm not going to any further. But it seems that when I went to see if his channel, was all right, it appears they're showing all videos where he went on others' channels, uploaders' channels, but his channel is completely gone. So I don't know how this is working. I mean, have they completely banged him off? I mean, if they have, I'm so sorry to hear that, because he was giving out some mighty excellent stereo information. Mighty little babies. Oh, look at this. Switch my lights on. Thank you, little lights. You're delicious and bright. They are on. You may not be able to see them very well. You can just see them there, but I can well assure you my lights are on. Okay, my delicious babies. So, well, this is just terrible. Because in all fairness, he should have had, I feel, thousands upon thousands of subscribers, my delicious babies, because let me tell you see, the way I see it is, once the lid is off, okay, then, well, basically, I'm not inciting anything. I do not mean anything physically, but you catch the gist of what dear Gary was saying with some of the companies, okay? And let me tell you, what was there, 500,000 companies on our Company's House on gov.uk. in our old England, mad babies. The point is what it's connected to. So I was like listening to bits and pieces. Of course, I was listening to his videos, but I was taking, from our noddle bits and pieces. Do you know what I mean? Okay. But for myself, whoever I listen to, I shall continue to listen to. I'm a big woman. I'm a grown woman. I choose who I listen to. I choose who I do not listen to. Do you know what I mean? But to remove his channel, Martin Schluck Babies, if this is what they have done, well, because there's just no sign of his channel at all. Do you see what I mean? Okay. Well, if they have done that, Martin Schluck Babies, that's just bang out of order, YouTube, man. Bang out of effing order, man. Because why shouldn't ones know, about, companies that are linking other companies? Why should none of us know this information? Do you see what I mean? But this poor man, bless his dear little soul, is living in a tent at the moment because they're trying to strip him of all of his finances. He's ching, 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 ching. They're trying to strip him of everything. Madly Schlick Baby's case is very serious, most serious. Okay? The fact of the matter is that he's been doing this, there we are, for 4 years. So this is not just a 5-minute thing, Madly Schlick Babies, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, and to be perfectly honest with you, maybe it's because I never looked before. Maybe I wasn't paying attention when, there we are, clearly I should have been paying, there we are, I should have been paying attention. But I haven't come across anybody else yet who's talking about company's house, Madelish, look babies, do you know what I mean? So I feel so very sorry for the poor dear man. Like I said, not in that way, not in that way. But you know what? This is an injustice, isn't it? So anybody who's telling the damn truth, isn't it? I mean, look at myself, what they do to myself, what YouTube does. They threaten to completely scrap my channel altogether, right? So anyway, and then of course, so I go on a, what's it called, Daily Motion. Then it's because I do not have a laptop, I reckon, because there's only so much memory. I had the same issue with our lovely BitChute. I could only ever upload a video, say if it was a few minutes long or something like this. Now then, it wouldn't let me. I don't know if it's because of the memory in my dog and burn or something with my old one, but the point is, I think it could have been the same situation with Daily Motion. Anyway, well, if all else fails, Martin Babies, I'm not going to go to Rumble, okay? There are some banging, like the World Alternative Media, or you put it in as World Alternative Media, please and thank you, should anybody happen to have any form of an interest on Rumble, okay, with Josh. I think he's still up to, is it 17.4 thousand subscribers, okay? So it would be good to see his numbers go up as well, Madelish, look babies, do you know what I mean? But me personally, I do not want to return back to Rumble. There we are, something's just telling me not to do it, okay, Madelish, look babies, but that's myself personally. But I'm not saying that you haven't got other banging channels, okay? It's just that I don't know. So it's saying not. So I don't know. I might have to try, which I don't particularly want to do that either. Patreon, it's like I'm trying to find different ways. Do you know what I mean, Mad? Anyway, I was actually sparing a thought for myself this morning, Mad babies, and I used to do shorty videos, and that's what I want to tell you about Gary Waterman. Okay, so if anybody's interested, Martin Stuck Babies, then please and thank you, because he does have a TikTok account. Now, I cannot remember if he's under Gary Waterman or Gary Space Waterman or without spaces, or whether he's under Gary for Freedom. I cannot remember which one, but I'm pretty sure if you are on TikTok, Martin Stuck Babies, or if you install the app, which I try not to encourage ones to install apps, you know what I mean? Of course, I've got Substack, you know what I mean? And I very much urge anybody to go over to Substack, okay? You got our lovely the Malkay show, not in that way, not in that way with anybody, okay? Like I say, apart from my favourite. Then you've got the Duran, okay, Mads Lichtlich babies. You've got oh gosh, you've got David A. Hughes. You've got um, Save Us. It's Mark Steele. I have mentioned him before, Mads Lichtlich babies. Okay, you've got so many. You've got what's her name? Bless her, Sarah Westall. Okay, Mads Lichtlich babies. Okay, you've got loads. Okay, Mads Lichtlich babies. So Substack is excellent. There we are as well. But as everybody knows who's listened to myself forever, so thank you for any views, for any likes, for the occasional comments. You'll also know that I did used to advertise an awful lot. Well, it's not an awful lot; it was a lot. Bit shoot, Mads Lichtlich babies, because that was banging. And that is where you got the proper truth. Do you know what I mean? Mads Lichtlich babies, yes. Okay. Anyway, so the point is, and of course the Duran is on YouTube, Locals, Rumble. Okay, same as the Malcare shows on Locals, Rumble. You know what I mean? So Substack, like this. So at the end of the day, everybody can, go and pick and choose. You got Ian Davis as well. You got our lovely dear Dr. Vernon Coleman. Is it Dr. Vernon Coleman? Is it Dr. Vernon Coleman or Dr. Vernon Coleman? Anyway, bless his dear little soul, not in that way, not in that way. He got banged off everywhere. Yeah, because he was telling the damn truth. This is what's happening. Now, we feel something, there we are, brewing again. Okay? So it's very clear to myself that maybe they've thought to themselves, YouTube now, or whoever's running them now from behind, you know what I mean? Maybe what they've thought to themselves, okay, he's saying there we are too much now. Okay, Mads Lichtbaby. So I'm not sure if he's been just had a strike or whether his channel's been removed totally. But if that is the case, then please try TikTok. Gary for Freedom or Waterman. I don't know. I can't remember now. Or Gary Waterman. Just try that. Mads Lichtlich babies. Okay, he's an ex Old Bill police officer. Okay, Mads Lichtlich babies. What I mean, they're officers these days. They used to be constables, but that was yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. Now it looks as though they're here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday. Do you see what I mean, Mads Lichtlich babies? Yes. So I was really saddened by that because I really enjoyed listening to it. It's just really educational. That's the point I'm making, Mads Lichtlich babies, you know what I mean, okay? And finding out this information. So terrible. I'm so sorry to hear this, dear Gary. I really, really am. But I don't know what we're going to do. Anyway, but please, everybody, brace yourselves now, okay? With your old rock-on Tommy braces, because they're really trying to push out this hantavirus. Okay, Mads Lichtlich babies. Now, if you go on to our lovely, not in that way, our lovely trending on Iconic, or you go on to our lovely dear davidite.com, you will find Iconic. Okay, now this is where now dear Gareth and dear Jamie have both, okay, Mads Lichtlich babies, both of them have explained what Hanta means in Hebrew. Okay, Mads Lichtlich babies. Now then, well, basically, it's a load of bullshit. Okay, Mads Lichtlich babies, so that is what it is. I usually look up words to tell you the truth, Mads Lichtlich babies, you know what I mean? I did with the old COVID, Corona and all that, Mads Lichtlich babies, you know what I mean? That equaled a common cold, didn't it? So what we've got to do, Mads Lichtlich babies, we've got to brace ourselves now. Rock on, Tommy, brace yourself. Because they're really trying to roll this out now to Lichtlich babies, okay? And at the same time, they're doing the digital ID. Yes, I only seen a clip of it, Mads Lichtlich babies, the poxy fake king, what's his name, Pinky Dinky Fingers, Charlie Boy. Yes, I've seen his crock of shit. You know what I mean? Martylish little babies, what he's got to say. Okay? Well, the fact of the matter is, Martylish little babies, when you ignore petitions, because that is what they have clearly done, which they are not allowed to do. Okay, Martylish babies. Now, I've heard something else as well, whatever o'clock, I cannot remember now. I heard this a very long time ago and I completely forgot to mention it, but I want to bring this up. It just came into my noddle. You know, like where they say with America, born in the USA, that's a constitution. Well, Martylish babies, I heard, what was it, some months ago now, that England too, there we are, has a constitution. Who was it now? I'll tell you who it was. It was somebody who used to go on our lovely, not in that way, not in that, our lovely UK column, UK Space column. They're on YouTube, but they've also got their own website. I think they're up to 27.3 or 27.5 thousand subscribers. Trending on Iconic, I think it's 15,000 at the moment. Okay, Martylish babies, and what was his name? Very intelligent gentleman, not in that way, not in that way. Alex. Oh gosh, Alex. I'm trying to spare a thought. Sorry, Alex. Oh, for anybody who always watches UK Colin Martin's show, you'll remember. I'm trying to think of his name. Alex. Oh, he's very intelligent gentleman. Bless him. Right now, because he come up on my feed months ago. I thought, flip me, that was unusual. And it went back to 4 years ago. Martylish babies. I'm trying to remember his name. I can't remember it. I'm so sorry, Alex. I'm so sorry, dear UK column, dear Alex. Anyway, the point is, he was talking about the Constitution in our old England that not very many know about at all. And there we are. And he was talking about this. So can you see all of the secrets? Everything that's been kept away from us, Martylish babies. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay. So this is what we're going through, but we're going to see this now. So the more that it's ramping up with with the this hantavirus, the more that it's ramping up, okay. Please do not be surprised. I do not want it to happen. Of course, I do not. But please do not be surprised, Martylish babies, if some channels, there we are, disappear again. Okay? Because there's a catch anyway why they were letting her channels back on again, okay? The minute you step out of line, just like these ones who have millions of subscribers, Martylish babies, okay? And I mentioned this months and months ago, that they could have done everything to build up their channels, to get all of these subscribers, to get everything, okay? So at the time, the pretty much was, we're in the money, ka-ching, ka-ching, ching, 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 okay? But you step out of line, and you say the wrong thing, and your complete channel, and if you haven't saved anything, is gone. You're bad, you're bad. You know what I mean? Martylish baby's case, very serious. So, I feel that the back, there we are, the second time around. So I'm not surprised, Martylish baby's case. But of course, ones will, you got your genuine channels who are doing the utmost to help mankind. But you got your others who really couldn't give a fiddler's F. It is just for bing, 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 just to get as many views, as many likes, and of course, for the ones who are, making a business out of their channel, well, of course, they're going to take the ka-ching, 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 ching, you know what I mean? And they're going to follow the leader. Do you see what I mean, Martylish babies, okay? But you do have genuine, but it's the genuine ones who get banged off. Do you see what I'm saying? So how does that work then? Do you see what I mean, Martylish babies? That's what we must ask YouTube, isn't it? So how does that work, YouTube? So please, because it's brewing, just like a tea bag, because you have to get your cup first, don't you? You have to pour water into the kettle. Then you have to, if you have sugar, if you do not, whatever you do, then you put the tea bag in. There's an actual a lot to making a cup of tea or a cup of coffee or a cocoa, especially an organic one. Okay, my delicious babies. I bought a pack of cocoa the other day, put it up as a short video, you know what I mean? Yes. The one I wanted I couldn't get, I had to have a substitute. Okay, my delicious babies, I haven't tried it yet. But it's good. I know the best way to make a cocoa anyway. Just like a hot chocolate or something, you know. Just put plenty of milk and cream in it, you know what I mean? Good bit of wee sugar. Doesn't do anybody any harm, my delicious babies. Yes. Anyway, so that's what I've got to say. Now then, let me just quickly run through these videos. So please, everybody brace yourself because we've got something coming. Got a tsunami or something coming, haven't we? My delicious babies, where they're just going to wipe out. Was that the Beach Boys? Okay, my delicious babies now then. First one, right. So they're all on YouTube, my delicious babies. So the first one is called capital I, this load of sorrow, never need to stumble, inherited, space, capital S, secrets. Do you want to know a secret? Do you promise not to tell? Whoa, closer. Yeah. Because if you do tell, yeah, you sort of disappear, don't you, my delicious little babies? Well, something happens, doesn't it? Or you just get completely destroyed, one or the other, isn't it, my delicious little babies? Yes. Now then, so it's inherited space secrets. Oh, I forgot how many flipping how many subscribers did they have? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, I forgot to write it down. Anyway, my delicious little babies, I'm sorry about that. The video should read 5 signs you carry Celtic blood and your body gives it away. Okay, my delicious babies, so I'm just going to repeat this again for you, shall I? 5 signs you carry Celtic blood and your body gives it away. Yes, my delicious babies, it's just over 15 minutes long. It's very interesting because this is to do with bloodlines, to do with Ireland, to do with Scotland, to do with Wales. Do you understand what I mean, my delicious babies? Okay, I just thought I'd mention it. Okay, it's very good that we are to take a look at these videos. By the way, before I proceed in the next video with what I'm saying, there's a lot from what I've seen. I never clicked on it. I only just read it. Plus, I did hear on another channel this morning. There's a lot. Sorry, excuse me, pardon me. Who are leaving New Zealand because apparently they're bringing in a lot of mankind from India, who seem to be taking over New Zealand. Martish little babies. Well, the point is, if every country, I'll go back to this again. I'm not sorry. Rewind and start again. I do not need to stumble here. And anyway, I shouldn't even have to say that right. I'm not prejudiced. I'm not racist. I'm not going to keep saying this because this is just damn silliness, okay? We should be able to discuss these matters. And the fact of the matter is, if each country was just to stick to their own country, not have governments or anybody else poking a damn nose in where it does not concern them, right, we could thrive and survive. Okay, thrive and survive. But why should ones have to leave their own countries in busloads, my delicious little babies? Well, something's not correct, is it? Okay, my delicious little babies. So then I heard on another video this morning, okay, that a lot of Jewish, which of course, like I said, I've got nothing, which anyway, I just do not have nothing against anyway. The point is this, that because what they're saying is, and I heard this on another video this morning, that because to do with the Muslims, that the Jewish are moving back to Israel. But Israel is buying up plenty of properties now in Cyprus, which I have mentioned before, my delicious little babies, okay? Plus we've got poor Lebanon, we've got poor Cyprus, and then of course with decades and decades, poor Gaza. So even though you have had real situations, well, there are other situations. Okay, so you've got to see how all this is rocking and rolling. But the point is, if somebody is born in a country, why should they have to leave their own country? Why should anybody, you know, no matter what nationality, not meaning that disrespectfully or rude, what nationality, what colour or creed, what culture, why should they have to leave their own countries? And then why should you have others who travel through, is it 8 other countries, whatever it is, to get to our country? Well, why? You see, this has to be asked, doesn't it? But when you ask it, it appears. One's a class, there we are, as a racist. Well, there should be nothing racist about it. Okay, that's there we are. That is simple things. That is the question that one's ask, and they should be able to get an answer to. Now we've got the problem in India, haven't you? Just like, because they're trying to lock down, that piece of shit Modi. Right, Mads? I don't give figures F anyway. I'll just say it, there we are, in my camera, the way it is. So if my videos take hours upon hours upon hours to upload, and then I'm stuck back on blank tape, well, then I'm stuck back on blank tape, aren't I, Mads? Babies? The fact of the matter is, one should be able, there we are, to speak the damn truth. If everybody was just left to their own and others never interfered in others' countries, it's ding, ding, dong, dong, common sense. I'm not being sarcastic or anything to you, Martish babes, but it is damn well common sense. We wouldn't be in the damn situation that we're in now. Simple things. The trouble is, there's ones who pert the nose way before we were ever a twinkle in the eye, for the majority of us. And pert the nose into others' business and into other countries' business now. Yeah, rightfully stumbled there, not changing my video. So this is the problem. So now New Zealand, so they're all a laugh. Ask yourself a question now, simple thing. Are they all trapping over to India? Simple thing. Simple question, isn't it? So this has got nothing whatsoever to do with racism or prejudice, because you're asking a damn question, isn't it? It's totally wrong. So where they're going, the New Zealand, going to Australia. And Australia was one of the worst for lockdowns. Let me tell you, they were damn rink what they did to their mankind. They were very vicious, those old Bill. They were just thugs, man. Proper damn thugs. There's no other word for it, Mardelishtik babies. And in India, when they were trying to put the jibby jabby, that was in, and that's nothing against anybody who's had the injection, jibby jabby, okay, Mardelishtik babies can. In India, this poor woman was running away, and she was even throwing everything that she had at them to stop them from injecting her, and then they chased her down. They dragged her dress down, and then they'd done that, and then they threw her in the road, in the dirt road. That's what they did, Mardelishtik babies. And this is why they won't allow YouTube BitChute, to do, well, Ray the Hay, who's the owner of it, that's why he left. I think he's in Thailand now because he refused, because what our English government, Martelish babies, wanted him to do was to not let ones upload videos because of censorship. Well, that is totally wrong. One should be able to hear the damn truth, isn't it? Because if they did, we wouldn't have had all the problems and all the sadness, what one's very sadly in the world, mankind, have had to endure, whether it be with mankind or with our beautiful little babies who we call our sons and daughters. Anyway, 2 more videos and then I'm going to be over and out. The next one, Mardish babies, this is just over 21 minutes long. 66.7 thousand, or remembered to write that one down. But now I flipping forgot to put the flipping upload. Oh, you know what it is? Because this is what I do. I'm very sorry about this, Martin. If you was to type into YouTube, all spaces, the Greek mythology behind every zodiac sign. Okay, Martin, babies, I'm just going to repeat this for you again. If you was to please and thank you, type it in, then you're on that one. I'm very sorry. I forgot to write the flipping, the Greek mythology behind every zodiac sign. Okay, now finally, my little babies, I've got to go and give the fruit to me. Not in that way, not in that way. To our dear bin men and bin ladies, bless them. You know, okay, I've got to be quick. Right. This uploader is called capital T, the space, capital R, redacted, space, capital C, century. So I'm just going to repeat that for you again, the uploader. The redacted century spaces. This uploader happens to have 3.23 thousand subscribers, and the video should read, it's just over 15 minutes long. That is not coding. The last child, I call them little bairns, who remembered the old scar. Okay, my little babies, I'm just going to remember, sorry, just going to repeat that again for you. Sorry, my little babies. Um, the last child who remembered the old scar. Okay, my little babies. So that's all my videos for today. Okay, so it's all ticked off. So wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, please have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life, my little honey bunnies. Sending peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings to each and every one of you. May your beautiful little selves, your beautiful little families, may you all be fully protected. And how I love you all so. You just take care now then. Look after. Goodbye.